Hello, grade 10 science. This is your intro video to Unit 15. Unit 15 is our first unit for it's one of two units for Earth Sciences. We're basically going to focus on climate change for 2 units, and then that's pretty much the end of the course. Climate change is something that's happening in our world right now. I'm sure you've probably heard of it on the news. It gets confused with global warming a lot. There's a difference between climate change and global warming. Global warming is happening naturally, and it's also happening based on human causes. We'll study more of that in Unit 16. But the first thing we need to know is that the climate of the Earth has been fluctuating. It's always fluctuated since the dawn of time. It's been warmer in some instances, like when the dinosaurs were on the planet. It's been colder, such as when there was the ice ages. So the temperature of the planet has always fluctuated. And it's fluctuating again. It is on a warming trend right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to discuss the difference between that warming trend and what climate change is. They're different. They're not the same thing. They share common traits. There are similarities. They do affect each other, but they are 2 separate things. The first thing we're going to study is what the difference between those 2 is. There's some short questions here on those differences that you need to answer. And then it's going to go into, this is a graph that kind of shows you what the average temperature of the Earth has been, and then this is kind of the year of the whatever year it's been in the Earth's history, and then we're going to kind of study these ups and these downs. These are your peaks, your highs. This would come down to your lows, where the ice age and stuff like that. And as you can see, where it stops, where we're at, it's kind of climbing back to those high levels again. So we're going to be studying those average temperatures. This is a little bit of some questions here that will ask you about those temperatures. Sorry, this isn't the history of the Earth. This is just the since like the 1600s, the fluctuation in temperature. So even over short periods of time, the temperature is fluctuating, and here we are back on a warming trend. So as we go down to that, there's some definitions. You need to match up these 5. These are for marks as well, for atmosphere, weather, climate, global warming, and climate change. And then we're going to study the effects of climate change. So what does the change in climate have to do with us? What is it? What kind of changes does it cause for us? There's a good diagram here that discusses that. I'm sorry, I forgot to discuss this video here. This is a good video to watch for the difference between global warming and climate change. It's really good. But this image kind of shows you some of the effects of global warming and climate change. And then these are some instances that are happening. This is some really freaky stuff that's happened over the course of the last couple of years that it hasn't happened before. So it's going to be kind of neat to kind of see what these effects of climate change are causing. And then there's 3 quick questions on the effects of climate change. And after that, you're done with the unit. We're moving on to Unit 16, where we'll discuss how human involvement is affecting our climate and global warming. Okay, thanks. Let me know if you have any questions.